In 1998, a 16-year-old girl named Mira Lawson disappeared from inside her locked bedroom. There were no broken windows, no signs of struggle, and her door was chained from the inside. What investigators found afterward turned this into one of the strangest unsolved cases in American history, a case some detectives still refuse to talk about. On June 3rd, Mira stayed up late on a phone call with her best friend. They talked about school, about exams. Nothing unusual. At 1:12 a.m., Mira whispered, "Hold on, someone's tapping on my wall." For minutes later, a loud crash echoed through the hallway. Her mother rushed to Mira's room, but the door was locked from the inside. When they forced it open, Mira was gone. The bed was still warm. Her phone lay cracked on the floor. And behind the mirror on her wall, drawn in something that looked like charcoal, was a strange symbol, a circle with 3 uneven spokes. Detectives called it the impossible bedroom. The window was locked. The only door was locked. The vent was too small for a child to fit through. There were no footprints, no fingerprints, nothing missing, nothing added. The room was a sealed box. And yet Mira had vanished. While searching, forensics discovered that her mirror was unusually cold, freezing cold, as if it had been packed in ice. The wall behind it had hairline cracks, not from force, but as if it had been vibrating. They examined Mira's broken phone and recovered a 4-second audio clip recorded seconds before it hit the floor. A whisper said, "You shouldn't be here." It didn't sound human. The pitch didn't match any known vocal pattern. Some experts said it almost sounded like 2 voices speaking at once. A rookie detective dug deeper and requested the original blueprint of the house from 1967. What he found changed the entire investigation. Mira's bedroom once had a second door, a hidden entrance leading into a narrow crawlspace. But in the modern layout, that crawlspace didn't exist. It had been sealed off by a previous owner. When investigators broke open the wall, they found a dust-filled chamber barely big enough for a single person. Inside were scratch marks, old wooden beams, and a fresh handprint belonging to Mira. But the chamber had no exit. It was sealed shut on all sides. There was no way she could have gone anywhere. After Mira's disappearance made headlines, neighbors began sharing their own unsettling experiences. One claimed she heard small footsteps inside her wall for a week before Mira vanished. Another said objects disappeared from his house and reappeared in strange places. But the most disturbing report came from an elderly neighbor. She said she saw Mira at dawn 2 days before the disappearance. But Mira's eyes looked wrong, she said, and the girl walked backward into the woods. Yet security footage proved Mira was at school that morning. So who or what did she see? 6 months later, a hiker found a girl wandering barefoot in the woods, dehydrated and confused. It was Mira. She believed she had only been gone for 1 hour. She remembered the tapping in the walls, the vibrating mirror, and a small hole open behind it. She said she was pulled into a pitch-black space where she heard hundreds of footsteps, whispers she couldn't understand, and a voice that said she shouldn't have seen the door. She crawled through the darkness for what felt like minutes. Then, suddenly, she was outside, 12 miles away, wearing different clothes. Years later, when the house was demolished in 2011, workers discovered the same symbol found behind Mira's mirror carved deep into the foundation, far deeper than the house's original structure. Carbon testing showed the carving was at least a century older than the home itself. One construction worker claimed they found a staircase beneath the foundation that led down into darkness. Officials denied this claim, and no photographs were released. To this day, no one knows how Mira passed through sealed walls and solid concrete. No one knows who whispered to her, or why the symbol appeared in multiple places. Some say it was a hidden intruder. Others believe the house had a forgotten passageway. But many believe something older lived within the structure long before Mira ever slept there. And the question investigators still ask is this: if Mira truly crawled through that hidden chamber, where does it actually lead? And more importantly, who or what was waiting for her on the other side? Thanks for watching. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more stories like these.